Have you noticed the subtle shift in our world? The signs are all around us, yet many are still blind to what's happening. The Bible warned us this would happen. It said that in the last days life would feel normal to many, just like it did in the time of Noah, until the flood came and swept them all away. But make no mistake, the storm isn't coming. It's already here. The signs of the end times are unfolding all around us, yet many are blind to them. This isn't just a story or a far-off prophecy. It's happening now, in our cities, our communities, and our homes. Let's open our eyes to what's going on, not just globally, but also in our own backyards. 1. Natural disasters. The earth is crying out. The Bible said in Matthew 24:7, "There will be famines and earthquakes in various places." These aren't just ancient warnings. They describe what's happening right now. Globally, earthquakes, hurricanes, wildfires, and other disasters are happening more often and with greater force. Remember the earthquake in Haiti in 2010? It claimed over 200,000 lives. From the catastrophic earthquakes that hit Turkey and Syria in early 2023, to the annual cycle of devastating hurricanes, wildfires, and floods, natural disasters are escalating in frequency and intensity. In Africa, we've seen years of crippling droughts, particularly in places like Ethiopia, Kenya, and Somalia. Millions of people have faced hunger, and families have lost everything as crops failed and livestock died. These famines mirror the warnings in Matthew 24 about widespread suffering. In Nigeria, flooding has devastated communities. In 2022 alone, floods displaced over 1.4 million people, destroying homes and livelihoods. Entire villages were submerged, leaving families with nothing. These events align with Romans 8:22, where it says creation is groaning, waiting for deliverance. The earth is telling us something. Are we listening? 2. Wars and global instability. Violence everywhere. Matthew 24:6-7 warns, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." This is our reality today. In Africa, conflicts in places like Sudan, Ethiopia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo have left entire regions in chaos. Thousands are killed, and millions are forced to flee as refugees. These wars destroy families and tear apart nations. In Nigeria, the insurgency by Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, unknown gunmen, and other extremist groups has caused widespread terror. Villages are attacked, children are kidnapped, and churches are burned. The violence feels endless, but it is part of the spiritual warfare Jesus warned about. Beyond Africa, conflicts like the Russia-Ukraine war continue to shake the global economy. Prices for food and energy are soaring, affecting everyone, especially the poorest among us. This global unrest mirrors Revelation 6:4, where the red horse symbolizes war and bloodshed spreading across the earth. 3. Moral decay. Society is falling apart. 2 Timothy 3:1-5 paints a chilling picture of the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy. Doesn't that sound like today? In South Africa, crime and violence have reached alarming levels. Communities live in fear as lawlessness spreads. In many nations, greed and corruption rule. Leaders enrich themselves while their people suffer. The Bible calls this out: lovers of money, unholy, and without love for others. Social media has made this worse. It encourages pride, selfishness, and the pursuit of fame and wealth over kindness and truth. Matthew 24:12 warns that as wickedness increases, the love of most will grow cold. Families are breaking apart. Values that once held societies together are being abandoned. What was once considered evil is now celebrated, and what was good is now mocked. 4. False teachings and deception. Lies are everywhere. In Matthew 24:24, Jesus warned, "False messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect." We see this today in the spread of false teachings and ideologies. In Africa, the prosperity gospel has gained traction, promising wealth to followers but often exploiting them financially. Millions are being led astray by these lies. Witchcraft, occult practices, and New Age beliefs are rising. In some regions, people are turning to charms, spells, and spiritualists, seeking solutions outside of God. This mirrors Revelation 9:20, where people worship idols instead of the true God. Even in the digital age, misinformation spreads faster than ever. Lies go viral, while the truth is often ignored. This is the spiritual deception Jesus warned about. 5. Persecution of Christians. Faith under attack. Jesus said in Matthew 24:9, "Then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me." This isn't just happening in far-off lands, it's happening here and now. In Nigeria, attacks on Christians by extremist groups have left thousands dead. Churches are destroyed, and believers live in constant fear. In countries like Eritrea, Christians are imprisoned for their faith. Many are tortured or forced to live in appalling conditions simply for owning a Bible. Even in nations where freedom is celebrated, Christians face growing hostility. Speaking about your faith can lead to ridicule, discrimination, or being canceled. But the Bible reminds us in 2 Timothy 3:12, "Everyone who wants to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will be persecuted." This is a time to stand firm. What should we do? The signs are clear, but we don't need to be afraid. God has given us everything we need to navigate these times with courage and faith. Here's how. 1. Stay watchful and alert. Jesus said in Matthew 24:42, "Keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come." Pay attention to the signs. Don't be caught off guard. 2. Strengthen your faith. Build a deep relationship with God. James 4:8 promises, "Come near to God, and He will come near to you." Read the Bible, pray daily, and worship with your whole heart. 3. Share the gospel with boldness. Time is short. Matthew 28:19-20 commands us to make disciples of all nations. Share the hope of Christ with your family, friends, and community. 4. Live out God's love. In a world filled with hate, be a light. Let your life reflect the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, and kindness. Galatians 5:22-23 shows us how to stand out in the darkness. 5. Be ready for persecution. Trials will come, but don't lose heart. 2. Timothy 3:12 reminds us that our suffering is temporary, but our reward is eternal. A final word of hope. Yes, the storm is here. The world is in turmoil, but we have a firm foundation in Christ. He is our anchor, our protector, and our hope. Whatever happens, remember that God's grace is greater than any storm. If this message has stirred something in your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Join us at Timeless Parables, where we dive deeper into these truths and grow together in faith. You are not alone in this journey. Whether you're facing fear, doubt, or challenges, we're here to walk alongside you. Subscribe today, and let's prepare for what's ahead. Stronger together, standing firm in God's promises. You are loved, chosen, and victorious in Christ. The King is coming. Let's be ready to meet Him. Thank you.